look at how you're going to dress. Do not wear a costume. Everything I've seen out here in Atlanta tells the actors don't dress up. If you're supposed to be a doctor, don't put on your doctor coat and your stethoscope and the little thing on the head the doctors used to wear in the past. No, don't do that. Do not put on costumes unless they tell you to. And I think it's going to be very rare. In LA, I used to be able to get away with once in a while dressing up in I had a police style shirt and tie. So that's as far as I would go. And it helped me a couple times book some union work. But out here in Atlanta, from what I've learned so far, they don't want you to dress up. They want you to indicate the role. So this is all part of your pre-production process. You're going to decide, okay, what am I going to wear? You look in your wardrobe. If you're coming in as a businessman, you probably want to wear a shirt. Or if you're a businesswoman, you're probably going to wear a professional blouse that looks business style. And if you're a car mechanic, you're probably going to wear maybe a t-shirt or a work shirt. If you're a waitress, you can wear a white blouse or blue, something that looks like something a waitress would have on in a diner. But you don't want to go over the top and put on a waitress uniform or a nurse's uniform. Because what happens is, if you're new to the business, when you go overboard, that's what they're looking at. They stop looking at your performance or you as an actor, and they start looking at, why do you wear that costume? That's going to distract somebody. It's going to distract some people. That's why, again, they want the plain background. They want good lighting. They want good sound. They don't want anything that's going to distract them from looking at you. Costumes do that too. And props. No. Don't use your props unless there's something particular where it says in the script and the casting director tells you to do it, that the actor is talking on the phone. Sometimes you may get them to do that. Or if there's something about drinking out of a cup or eating, don't do any of that stuff. I've seen tapes where actors are eating because they had in the scene they were supposed to be eating, so they're taking a bite out of their sandwich while they're no, don't do that. So pre-production, that's what we do before you shoot. So you think of everything that you're going to do. You're going to set up your lights, you're going to set up your mic, you're going to set up your camera, you're going to test everything. If you have the time and you have the luxury, you want to do a little quick test tape. Test yourself. A lot of times I do that. When it's a bigger role, I will just do my lines into the camera so I can look at myself. I don't even have a reader. But that's just something for me. You never send that to the casting director because most of the time they want you to have an off-camera reader so that you can look in the direction where you're supposed to be looking. Now, for instance, if I had an off-camera reader, I'd be looking over this way like that. I wouldn't be looking into the camera like when I'm talking to you. So I'd be saying all my lines to my person off camera over here who I'm talking to, who's reading back and forth with me. So those are kind of things that you're going to look about during pre-production. What else do I need to tell you about pre-production? Again, preparing, taking the time to be prepared, to do this as if you're in the casting room. That's what's so important. You want to treat your self-tapes like if you're in the casting room with the casting director. So you want to do your best job. You want to be off book. You want to have your lights set up so you look good. You want to have your camera set up so you have the proper framing. Like you see the framing I have here, just below my shoulders, the mid-chest, a little bit of headroom. You always want to have some headroom. They want to be able to see your whole face. Even if I turn this way, you can still see both eyes. I'm not in extreme profile like this. That's a no-no. So you want to get everything ready before you are about to tape. You maybe want to listen in the background. You want to be quiet for a moment. Now listen quietly. I'll be quiet for a second. I don't know if you can hear it, but I have a noisy refrigerator in the other room. Sometimes I will unplug that. It gets noisier than other times. So you want to listen to see if there's any noise. If you have people in the house, you want to ask them to turn the television down, turn the radio down, that you're about to do your self-tape audition. And this is serious business, because they don't want to turn a bad-looking tape to their bosses, who are the producers and the directors. They want every actor to look their best in the audition tape so that they can be confident turning it in. So that's all I can think about right now for pre-production. If I do think of something later, I'll do a part 2 to pre-production for your self-tape. But look for my next tapes that are coming out on my 3 stages of preparing your self-tape. Again, I'll just recap it real quick. It's pre-production, production, and post-production. So I will cover those. And then once I review this, if I left anything out, I'll make a part 2 of pre-production if necessary. Thanks for joining me.